why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this because Metano. No, I'm doing this because where we are today as a nation, Yen Kwasiafo say to lead a party in opposition that needs power. You cannot tell me you're a regional communications officer and your Facebook page, because o communicators omo was saying enyo munyana ko radio so enyo munyana ko TV so enyo munyana enyo opportunity a omadamfo omo no obi aboja ntero radio bi so obefra no paso obetena so into ono no. How do they send their message? They use the most powerful tool, which is Facebook. Now what we are central regional the NDC communications officer on your Facebook page, you don't have anything talking about the NDC person how to fight the propaganda. What to work was your say, oh dear, oh yeah, regional the NDT, what bow damn. Such a dirty girl like you. How do you expect the NDC to win power? Our phone say NDC winning power, but not the TV. So must lock. Or not here or a special aid to the NDA because you're far away and people are down there being shot. People are dying. This is that beans bag I'm talking about. Such people. My NDC in power is here. I'm going to Mahama office now, so Udru do atem disrespectful beings like this. Among need track record, Papa Bia, Tafre, Comfort, almost say we are regional, and then we will enter the central region and ask them, this central regional communications officer, dear Papa Ben Pan, why Unya Radio, don't come. Kevin claims that APSL connived with President Kufuor to dupe Ghana. Maybe I make Chemu Bibi about this girl. NDC for now sometimes more allow man kwasiafo take advantage of you people. Yeah. Oh, call the page this year on in about 1 year on can't anything about NDC. Obakona make a video at the end kwasiasem we na also central regional communications officer. Mompe power ho. Kwasiafo we na modi on lead mu communication. Jimmy Foba say on to me the entina moment position. What's her job?
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Until for higher PENDREAM TV in patchos and your first time and subscribe to channel no phone sabo I don't manage to set the video be at tour. Ube first person I website. Usha video new send a voice note to mine. I was 0277 128 777 0277 128 777. I be bo actually Ghana for you na. Until for yanko share and a video number.
We're good to go. Thank you very much, team. Now, Mama, quick. We have about 16 minutes. Less than 16 minutes. About 14 minutes to the top of the hour. Now about 9 hour Ghana. Mama, 15 minutes. And yes, and it's got to do with the NDC Central Regional Women's Organizer. Our friend Gabriella Tetteh. Last week, maybe tonight a story be about NPP future. Let me tell you, people. And I want to send this message to the NDC. And I want to send this message to John Mahama. He needs to understand and no be over NDC Juma in his favor. Majority of NDC groups, WhatsApp groups, I am on it. And I'm on it in different names. I read majority of the things. Meaning NDC MP, some more parliament, they hate me. And I know all of them. And I don't care. Meaning NDC for Amudi John Mahama, they hate me to the core. I know all of them and I don't care. So as when I sit here and I'm doing my work, it is not about Obi or NDC mu and Obi or NPP mu. I have very good friends on NPP mu. In fact, Metumakario says 60% of and 40% of Omwa they come through patreon.com and as a patron to support my TV NPP for. I'm telling you, yeah, and they are NPP appointees. And I have talked about majority of them and done their scandals. You can't run away from me. I don't care if because of that you're not going to support the TV. And majority of them support the TV because they know say after this government there is going to be another NPP also to form another NPP. That is NPP but opposition for some time for Ghanaians to accept them. For now, no, it will take them a very long time for Ghanaians to accept them. As I sit here, NPP for NPP story NDC for majority of the scandals we do here collaborating with us. NPP for it's not NDC for. So as when I sit here, I don't sit here because NDC Nibina may try and say Juma to get my facts. No, I know how I get my facts. And I know the credibility Mikuta. Obi the story bema eye kandapa or bema me dance or bema kandapa. No journalist in Ghana, with all due respect to other journalists I respect dearly. No journalist in Ghana and Ghana for trust you more than me. but I live in the United States. And it's not because they say me a better chance will be the environment you people are in. No, nipe bia say environment to the point that journalists can be trusted. They be 5% of journalists in Ghana are real. The rest are all businessmen. Until when we sit here to build and protect our platforms, Senka me ye the for ye bo srimka Peace FM, Angel FM, ye Unia FM, ye bo boom srimka, and come by American trana, but I don't do that. When I sit here, I make sure Obia Oshemi Biano, I respect your opinion and decisions. Intimate na. I see myself say I'm talking to the lowest, the middle, and the high, and all these people, no, and so Jimmy, Ubi or your lowest, or a very, very smarter, or a smarter than Ubi or the high, because Ubi or lowest, Ubi a young consider Musomuko school, dano, do doing in Yansa so Mako school, no, majority of the time, Omo convince do no more form, no, Eda Daya, Omono, ya can some chamuntia say, your mom so Mako school, no, Omona politicians that Omo, Omo imposes some ideology be into our heads. 2012. 2013, Calipo, Wanamuna, a champion Calipo, the so-called CSOs, so-called people who can read and write, so-called people who say they know things, so-called people who were looking at the development and NDC deba. They saw Mahama bringing badges, they saw the car power, they saw schools being built, roads, but these people sat on TV, they said they are the scholars, they are the intellectuals. It's me Metigana, Metihana Mekasa. I'm speaking to Omo more from because Sebio, I am being honest with you because and 2012, 2013, 14, they would have been asking Ekufuado and Bawumia more questions, more pressing questions, because they were seeing things around them, especially those who lived in Accra. They were seeing the development, they were reading, they were listening to the news, but what they did was that they basically decided to become stupid then. They are not stupid. Almost shared that boredom in 2012, 13, 14, 15 because they wanted John Mahama out. Because they wanted to serve their own selfish interest. Where is Isankuma? You want to tell me all the things happening in Ghana? Isankuma? No. Isankuma was pushing the Mahama administration that was working for the people, changing lives of the people, bringing some economic revolution to the people. Isankuma and in the Busianfor wanted their share from the Kufuor government. So the ideology in Ghana say, let us make the people think, say, nothing is happening whilst things are happening. In Timeno, I sit here, I am not looking at somebody calling himself intellectual. I don't care about those people up there. Those are the foolish ones. I'm being honest with you. Ghana is here today because of the stupid educated ones. Some of them. Majority of the educated in Ghana are more foolish than the uneducated. And let us be clear here. Let us be straightforward here. We are not able to ask simple questions. We are not able to dissect into issues. Know that this person is lying. We lived in this country. Nana Dankwa Ekufuor from 2008. We all knew he didn't have a certificate. We knew he was a third-class student. We knew Ekufuor did not have the credibility to lead. But we, the so-called intellectuals, technically decided to push the NDC away, all because a tribe near Kamfor and a city near Santifonia. Yes, I'm quasi adeno. And then the Abeboy as well. You want us to still sit here and see some people as they are entitled to tell us brofo because they are intelligent? No. Yeah, ma bro for our cannot. We will assess your contribution, your analysis, and how you are thinking now compared to how you were thinking then. That is when you know, say, you are improving in your thoughts, and I say you are trying to outsmart the people. And see, when we come here, we are not going to come. I don't come here to please the so-called elite. They are not my. They are not. Send obi so akọ school. Wako school could do polytechnic. Now, person me say, member Betunufo, why you should vote for Mahama? That person does not deserve my attention. I don't have time for such a fool. And I'm going to be straightforward. So Obiso or university, we are university, or a masters, or a doctor, or a nurse, Obiso or some practitioner, no a banker, we're losing the Juma, now or a teacher, and or a school, no, the INO, or yeah, now or person Chester Kevin Taylor should come and convince me, wait, Jimmy, you don't even deserve to be where you are. Because you need to look around. The people I am talking to are people who are always lied to. And they say, Obi say Abronya Betena TV so. Now I catch the Ghana for any nuanum be more from say Mahama Tonte Mahabo. Omwa Abronya any NPP chomo sa atrono. They are my focus. They are my target. They are the people I want to explain things to, for them to understand. Omo mucho omotro. I am not here to please some elites. Some kind of people up there. So I will not convince any elite. Yanti Kromha. And I'm from Occupy Ghana and they are all in government positions. Are they speaking? No. Because they used more for more. That is why me betena ha asem bia meke bia no menya abotre chirichirim. Last obi sending me message after one scandal. And what the person was saying, say, hey, Kevin, why do you take so long in breaking down one thing? You know, when it happens like that, I'm saying, hey, if I sit here, number to me, Eddie, 4 hours, I check 2 topics. I'm a mini be an asebio or tibekwa ya dada, and that's why I santininti area ponchibakura on to. Now me to me check no try and try. I will do that. I am not here on anybody's time. I am here to teach, to educate, to open the eyes of the people to know the truth, why they should vote wisely. For one topic, I have a reason why one topic I stay on, because sebio nipa sebio do go school that any daily, and those people are vulnerable. Those people are the people they have lied to abedu hande. Enti se yes ana ya muya. Enti so feel say wo de unim bibia wako school otinyomasia. Don't stress yourself. Say Kevin, you are the person you are supposed to go out there and educate the people. Na so be make comment me say mahama tonta mahabwa wa wo so wako school. It is your responsibility to break it down. Otina maybe you say mahama sa na wo ye the same way I can be fake for now try now what you do. But don't think say we come and sit here and the target is that Kevin Taylor speaks English, Kevin Taylor sometimes speaks Chi. Into Kevin Taylor's platform is for us. I'm not for elite. Me I don't know that thing called upper class and those mona masa Ghana upper class of what masa Ghana. Time at Mahama president what is say kaya ni bia press conference. Time at John Mahama any NDC or power no mote say fishmongers and I say minuanuma omo Cape Coast minuanum posenafo apofo a man in Bema mote some be press conference in Chichi Cambrofu. They were down there, and those people calling themselves elites, they were the ones lying to the people down there. Into a Jumano as journalists, is to back whatever we say and let the people know the truth. That is why I am here. I can never say that, and I will never say that. But at least my job, I know my job. My job is a complicated one, difficult one. I do my best to make it simple for everyone watching me. To talk for 4 hours is not easy. Just for somebody to trust you and say that I have this document, let me give it to you. It is not easy. Sometimes you work with people. Over to now, you could do 90%. I got 10% do a scandal. You call the person, you don't get the person again. You send your boys to go there, reach out to the person backs off. You don't know. You have the story, you cannot complete it because your documents are not there, are not intact. And I can't go ahead with such documents because I need documents that will prove that they are making on the credit. So it's a tall list. And we have done several countless scandals, breaking stories down to benefit the NDC. And when you see a senseless sheep or lazy raccoon to say Gabriella Tetteh, the numtum kekam kwasi asem because or bojantra or NPP munti, we should not talk about her matter. As a whole, as a central regional communications officer, when you go on her Facebook page, there's nothing about NDC. They are just using the NDC. They are hiding behind almost a staff some better credibility and humility bia mobra and mananta and use almost sisters credibility NDC needs power. NDC does not need foolish idiots to go and then be sitting there for in your position. That is why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this because Metano. No, I'm doing this because where we are today as a nation, say to lead a party in opposition that needs power. You cannot tell me you are a regional communications officer and your Facebook page because communicators I'm sure saying radio so and TV so and any opportunity madam for radio be so be friend pastor betina so into I don't know how do they send their message. They use the most powerful tool, which is Facebook. Now what we are central regional NDC communications officer on your Facebook page, you don't have anything talking about the NDC person how to fight the propaganda or to work as your pay catch them say oh dear regional DNT what bow damn such a dirty girl like you. How do you expect the NDC to win power? About phone say NDC winning power, but not the TV. So must lock. Or not here or a special aid to the NDA because you're 4 way and people are down there being shot. People are dying. This is that beans bag I'm talking about. Such people My NDC mbra power to see ano. Kwa Mahama office na boss. Udru am do atem. Disrespectful beings like this. Need track record papa bia tafre comforto almost say we are regional, and then we will enter the central region and ask them, this central regional communications officer dear papa ben pa na waye waka ebe obi ato about central region ama NDC. These are the people sabotaging John Mahama. Na NDC for who kind of crutch from one. Last time we busa mo say na mo sabi jemfi mo ne General Mosquito mo ne Acto Force. Where did you get them from? Where did you get this sheep from? Where munya wen ka we party ka mo ya political power mo ya party we mo nua jollof no omo na mo cha meat pie ne ade e contribution papa ben amafo techima sat ye bom tuo na we ababa na hem tantan da baby ada na ono betera TV so say facts ne ye de ba bonte no onte ase ade a jantre bi okobo e nti onte ase. This is personal now. Me nkasem entwen sign. This is personal. Now, let's take care of this matter. This girl, I see a friend Gabriella Tetteh. Ujina hozem. Draw session size 84. Ye munino ansa na bibi. Pije na beti. Adan ya osi an. Kevin Taylor beye Boankra Inland Port scandal. Na ontiasie scandal na me that expose na me be no ono ne boyfriend e na abeji sikade dinti otini social media na okeka nkwasi asem and I'm so madam me no problem say opese ade we cleaner. I just expect you to bring documented facts because me betina no asem bia me kan e bia no me the document kire Ghana for and he say because we NPP near you are disguising yourself as an NDC person because also stabi and na osum NDC nti obetuma be shekira be di nkwasi ajantra sa political cross pollination na, but bring your facts to support your statement. Now oba Facebook and all that she did was on my NPP for sure write up be man and on to Facebook. The write-up itself had a lot of holes in it. Thank you, team. The write-up itself had a lot of holes in it because she was in a rush. She called her boyfriend. Sikana wakoje dino Kevin Taylor gu enima say NPP voting abotre we dey use wache enti esi ano ye beboawo ye betro bibia ma we gimi kakranti wan hye den reading ye analyze on one kasa no nyoma o de buy no wentuma for one document. That is what checks me. Wentuma man the boy na man one document or person o kire me say Boankra Inland Port sa whole scandal no the Boankra Inland Port no different from the West Eastern Railway contract no. I am yet to see a document in Ghana say sa railway line from Tema to Boankra no different from the inland port you could see Daiwo shippers authority for assassin who in their right senses will say yenko see a dancy assassin near friend the port now railway line na the container and the bebane there no me and you don't have the railway line. How do you come up with a port? The reason for the inland port was because the government, J.J. Rawlings government, wanted to transport containers every time a harbor. I will train quite so sad I could pay Kumasi. Send a bell free semi. I don't be Kumasi. Basic. And so how can you say Yamo be contract say Uncle sit down with Kumasi? Now container every time, and how is the container going to move from Tema all the way to Boankra? And these are the ignorant, daft people calling themselves communication people are NDC and recruit yomo. That is why the NDC message is not getting anywhere. That is why the NDC is struggling. When Mahama speaks, such a daft brain, a beanbag, cannot translate it in a language that resonates with the people. She does not understand how to communicate. If you say she's busy with her boyfriend duping Ghana through politics. Now, let me show you this. This is the gentleman who is dating Gabriella Tetteh in the NPP. This guy is called Mr. Isaac Efum, CEO of Boankra Inland Port, and His Excellency former President John Ajekum Kufuor. This is the guy. Sa guy we na wabedi Ghana for sika mekoka anwasem na sa eye efuomu bag no aye friend Gabriella Tetteh no edidi nkwasi asem. This is the person. So on Tiasie say ono ne boy and I remember can asem so abedi Ghana for sika edi. Because I have looked into the whole documentations. Me we keep a document back crowd and I'm the documents in my Ghana. Nanka wo crowd nim nyansa kakra nanka wa famia me documents I can say where you wrong. Wait to me anya sa. Why I would draw kakraka say fancy for bank a side drum then I'm Ghana kekan kwasi asema den ya on tiasie. So this is the guy that Boankra Inland Port sikan on ajedi. Your friend Afum. Now, this guy, NPP in and out, and the NPP cooked this deal for him to steal from us $33.3 million. This guy. This is Gabriella Tetteh's boyfriend. On an champana, Aquawe Wawari Bedi or Gabriella, and an champana because the second. This is the guy. So, in some Kenya, Gabriella Tetteh, NDC, Central Regional Communicator, Eddie in some form of Facebook, it is because of this guy, because of this NPP guy who is basically taking care of her like a Dako Farms Akoko. So what was my wrongdoing here? Was my wrongdoing in exposing this guy? Say, well, maybe a company, Ajisika Biedi, Emma, she see a Ghana for Musicana and answer ding. Somebody says, so where is your evidence? Where the so where is your evidence? Me, when I did the first scanner, I got you all the documents. My money 24 hours with my evidence. I may bet there. May bet say mo push me. Me push na near the here my to TV so. So also a hard girl. Metro say me a hard guy. Who's your guy? Say or say NDC no obedi nkwasi asem. Omu omo obedi to dosego mo assessor. Me NDC o. Me I am doing my job. So I will say, Mr. S, Mr. P, take care of the platform. There are some people you need to take their rights from them. Take it from them, Mr. S, Mr. P. If they have somewhere to go, they should go there. Take their viewership license from them. Let them know that you are the gods. Take it from them on YouTube and on Facebook. Any fool who comes on my platform tonight, take them out. Yeah. There's one thing I enjoy doing on Facebook. When I go on Facebook, na me post it on my page. Now, bana kasana me pan my block. Me child drew. Me I don't go on people's page. So be page. Ma comment. My bottom. Me I didn't remember comment. I don't do it. I don't need anything. Page so. Me be argument. It's when I post something that is my page. Now about my page so now say on par. Then I block you. Go somewhere. Don't come on my page. Me, I don't me Facebook. And I don't stress myself on Facebook. Me now Facebook you be your banter 1-2-1-2 that be that me trauma there. Now say the other can me block you because that is why Facebook gave you that option. When I win na mukumo hono. Over my Facebook I'm out pressure. Facebook am out options or say way umpa yifri ho nipa we do echi na beso be do echi apamono. Facebook am broni am option no or to stress it and I will not do this. Take them out. don't let some fool come into your page. Your territory. Ophelia onko de no nko me Twitter like that. When I post something and I read in the comment and I don't like you, I block you. You can't do me foco. It is my page. Simple cry. Me so Mr. P. Obi amu feel say he doesn't have to be here. Block them. They should go somewhere and watch it. As simple as that. One show be beshe. NDS Angel FM4 started Jimmy Omo. What is obi abomi din bi? Obi adu bomi din because my bedin kind of tabona na to omo so. And then who say Angel for me advert power. I dey sales for mana. Do I be bomi ni here? Me won say afa de mo ye advert pa Angel be ko bia first Angel I don't go near advert crowd na say de mo ye advert pa o hwe what I was say Boga who says scan ba no form kun wahala. Director who says scan form part 2 ba. Ai me say me makam say do ye bema no. Ombo me din angel platform so. So this scan form. Dia me ye na simple na no me nko hwe. Me say eye kwekute kwa me free fanti wo angel me gu no. Unimo I me say you can go anywhere else and go talk, but me say sa Jimmy Fordinti wo angel adonko no me gu no. Yeah. Sene beya from the beginning me too for me say wo den kwase afo surround wo ho a ade bia wo bobra nya bia na ebe sei maka kire nipa we musio ya body dua no nam ai ona da be kan we de wo hwe nya intimi medi nka chechirem. All right, inti mama cheche bibi mu nchiremo. Now this girl Gabriella Tetteh saying same way me no be on Facebook mama nchiremo ade bi and Obeka said, why are you showing this? I need to show this because, I always tell people, when you're ready, I don't come. When you're ready, I don't come. Kevin claims that APSL connived with President Kufuor to dupe Ghana. Maybe I make Shremu Bibi about this girl. NDC for now, sometimes, more allow man take advantage of you people. Yeah. O call the page this year on in about 1 year on can't anything about NDC. Obakona make a video at the end kwasi asem we na also Central Regional Communications Officer. Mon pe power ho. Kwasi afo we na mo lead mu communication. Jimmy Forba say on to me the enti na moment position. What's her job? Kevin claims that APSL connived with President Kufuor to dupe Ghana. There was no APSL during Kufuor's era. In fact, the concessionaire was nowhere near Ghana at that time. During that time, I may should make a say, the Eastern Corridor Railway Line project now, Buankra project, it was conceived by the Ghana Shippers Authority during J.J. Rawlings' time. Me say the idea to start building a railway line to Kumasi Buankrano. In fact, it was conceived by the Ghana Shippers Authority. Satana JJ Rawlings na president. That was the same time Oka say Oko redevelop Kwame Nkrumah tema habo. Enti APSL in some it does not fall in anything here. And when you go back and watch, I told you, say, when Kufuor came to power, when they came to power to meet this deal, that is when they started looking out for their NPP people to make money out of this. But that railway line, Buankra Inland Port Railway Line, it was conceived by the Shippers Authority. It was J.J. Rawlings who was in power. Now, let me deal with this first. Now, let us look at this document. This is a document from the government of Ghana, Parliament. I want to prove to size 84. We say, I don't just say things. This parliamentary document, BOT concessionaire, 14th August 2022. And when you go into the documents of Parliament, now come down to background. This is Parliament. This is not me. GPA Act of 1986, PNDC Law 160. This is parliamentary document. I am referring you. Me pesa woti ase. Enya oboy Jimmy Fosika obe wienti ena be gina Facebook. You are not fit to be a communicator. You are not. Now I call parliamentary documents. I'm say in the early 1990s. In the early 1990s, now Kufuor a president. In the early 1990s, was Kufuor president? No. Now, the government of Ghana initiated the Ghana Trade and Investment Gateway Program, that's the GATIC, which sought to achieve rapid socioeconomic growth by transforming Ghana into a major manufacturing, processing, and multi-modal transportation hub in the sub-Saharan region through the development and improvement in the transportation and port infrastructure, amongst others. This is a parliamentary document. Parliament recognizes that this Buankra Inland Port project, it was started when J.J. Rawlings was in power in 1999. Now, when you read the second paragraph, let me break it down for you. Power. NDC, your central region, is a swing state. Most struggle to get numbers in the central region. These are the fools. More from Gabriella Tetteh. How did you end up with such a bees bag? How? Now we read the second paragraph now. This is parliament document. This is parliamentary document. It's not me. The second paragraph says, in furtherance to achieve the objectives of the GATIC program, the Ministry of Transport, the Ministry of Transport, acting through its agencies, namely the Ghana Shippers Authority and the Ghana Port and Harbour Authority, initiated in 1990 the Buankra Integrated Logistics Terminal, located near Kumasi, to create an inland dry port as an extension to the Tema port. Now, do you get it? This is parliamentary document, and they have affirmed that this project was started during Rawlings' time. Dabena Kufobedi president in 2001. Inti, how did your Kufuor start this Buankra project? And in the expose, I made it clear. Say this was started. The initiative was by the Ghana Port, Ghana Shippers Authority. Why are you like this? You are the person who's supposed to send a message to defend your party with the facts. And you, these big beans, a bag of beans walking around, a gallon of blood, at 86-inch underwear girl walking around, moving your shoulders around and said, "Yeah, we departure will be NDC." Oh, yes, where's just one meat? Oh, bottom. Now, let me break something down to you, too. Now, she went on, and this is what she said. He says GPHA, Ghana Port and Harbour Authority, was forced to pay 33 million. Ghana Port paid their share of the equity, same as GSA. Now, those accounts are joints managed by 3 shareholders. Very good. Into say, Meme Korsuna Meka say Ghana Port and Harbour, they were forced to do what? To pay 33 million. Now, when I was doing the expose, girl with Jimmy Najuno form, I made you understand how the transport minister instructed the director of GAPOHA to buy shares. Are you not forcing them? It was after SDD for Korea for a movie out, and yet the transport minister, who is an appointee of the president, who takes instructions from the finance minister to do what? To force Ghana Port and Harbour to buy shares in a firm. So if they were not forced, was Ghana Port and Harbour ready to buy shares in the Buankra project? Don't be silly, girl. Now let me show you. And assembly I make on one fact ne right up no make break out chire mu say onim NPP for trauma na no be posti Jimmy. Yes, so resume ni yepe. Time I could do secretary ni yepe. Me say for documents bra. Foolish girl. Now see this. My main break away so down chemo. Now, this is what is in the shareholders agreement. I'm posting here online. It is there. The shareholders agreement. It was in there. I did not make it up. When you read the shareholders agreement 6.8 there, you will see exactly what the transport minister told GAPOHA, the director there, what to do. Because GAPOHA and I say GPH, they were not ready to get into any kind of a share buying deal. Now, when you read it, it says this. Money NPP for Bojanta and Timi and Kamasem. When you read it, this is what it says. It says the Minister of Transport, by a letter dated the 5th of May 2022, with reference number SCR /RL/195/376/01 and a subsequent letter dated 24th May 2022 signed by the acting chief director has directed Gapoha or GPHA to acquire shares in Ashanti Port Services Limited. Did I direct them? GPHA, were they ready to buy shares until the Minister of Transport directed them? That was an instruction. So they forced them to buy the shares. And I did not say anything than this. If it was an instruction or a direction, it's not forcing you to do it, because GPHA, if they wanted to get into that deal, they would have done it themselves. But until the instructions, 2 letters came from the Ministry of Transport, the minister himself. Who were they instructing or who were they directing? And when they say somebody is directing you, he's making you do things which isn't your will. You are being directed to do it. Whether you like it or not, you have to do it. It is obey before command. That is what we call directing you. So GPHA, they were directed. If they were directed, they were forced. Why were they forced? Mami Church Munchro. You, this girl, Muna Mugu NDC, our central region. Now, okay, the second F crowd. Let me tell you about the F. Ghana Ports and Harbour Authority, by a letter addressed to the board of directors of Ashanti Port Services Limited, dated 20th July 2022, with reference number blah 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 blah, requested to acquire shares in APSL. After they received the instructions from the Minister of Transport, they were forced to acquire the shares. Are you sane? Are you okay? NPP for Trump kwasiasema. No, but now you cannot even project your own party. You want to contest me? Oh badam. And now ubun's and refi date. And a refi date ubun's oh badam. Now, my men my dear for on one and one sem na me my dear no. Now, APSL, the Ashanti Port Services Limited. You started this whole project. Now, omone company friend Efum the Quality Limited. Omumi ni neka omuti bon ho a na almost 70% shares ewo Buankra Inland Port project nim. Now, so DSS for no, so 2 companies ever together, you can call them an SPV, special purpose vehicle. Omumi enu na ever be run the project no. So as time went on, DSS for no, they pulled away. Into pulling away no, DSS plus Efum Quality Limited. When they come together, they form what we call a special purpose vehicle. Now, time for no Korea for the chin ebeka Efum Quality Limited. Now Efum no, because now Efum is part of the SPV no, that name called Ashanti Port Services no, it was covering the Efum. What am I say? The moment those 2 companies come together no, they form they put together one name that becomes one name. Those 2 companies run under as a it is our name no be umbrella. Not 2 companies ne share. Now one of the companies left. Technically no, aka Efum nkwa, but the name that is running no, APSL. That is the Ashanti Ports Services Limited. Now time na Efum no any DSS for no sa collaboration no more 70% shares. Into DSS for no no, technically the 70% shares na eba Efum ho. That Efum no is Gabriella, the boyfriend no. I'm doing the picture chere mo no. So the Ashanti the Shippers Authority for no automatically omo benya 30%. I'm telling you, me breaking it down. Ain't na Efum no nkwa wo de na Efum no nkwa wo 70% and a Shippers Authority for no 30%. This is where the NPP government switched the whole thing. Ain't muna na NPP for instructed Gapoha say by force monkoto shares every Efum ho every say Efum kuta 70%. Muntie ain't Efum enso gitumu and then letter na me read him out say Efum also admitted say he will sell the shares to be Ghana Port and Harbour. Into G now, what does the G say? G, in the document, it says this. Because it's very important. The G says Efum Quality Limited, by a shareholders resolution dated 5th August 2022, consented to the company granting shares to Gapoha or GPHA on the 5th of August 2022, a fum na a girl with boyfriend na or your NPP ni for boy no or did to me say say Ghana Port and Harbour yet the minister has instructed to do what? To come and buy share or beton shares now momo. They are doing NPP business. Why? Because at time no MPS for no new Harbour no, they were paying dividends to Ghana Port and Harbour. They were paying $70 million. That time, na Kenoforiata and air transport minister no. Omo we say gapo hafo nyesika every mahama tema habono ni one no mutia dividend ema gapoha. They wanted a way to go for that money, so they forced gapoha to buy shares. Now, my mention my dear waha, foolish girl. You write anyhow and you think. Now, this is what she wrote again. Or say, he claims Kenoforiata has created a PDS scheme to dupe Ghanaians. I am one of the vociferous nonsense ones demanding Ken must go. That's nonsense talk. This project is in the domain of transport and not finance. See, this is a factual statement. One for document to be and support to be BIO. Bipolar snitch. She did not bring one document to support a statement or say this project is in the domain of transport and not finance. Or just say this project a Ministry of Transport and a running Ministry of Finance. This project was initially, let me read it to you. Now, these are the facts. Next time Abodamfo say Kasa, you need to be very careful with these people. Now, one document where a parliamentary document, I'm showing it to you again. Now, when you run all the way to maybe the red line, you will see this was 14th of August 2020. Now, paragraph 123, the third one I get the red line. What does it say? Parliament records. It says this: in the light of the adoption of a public-private partnership PPP policy framework by the Ministry of Finance and Government Policy to develop all critically needed infrastructure and services through PPP, the Buankra Inland Port was registered with the Ministry of Finance under PPP financing. It was registered under the Ministry of Finance. So why are you saying it was registered under the Ministry of Transport? You don't know what you're talking about. It was initially registered under the Ministry of Finance, and the documents I provided, it's in the document. You don't read. And why when say jollof do your basic job by explaining things to Ghana for more central region. What would draw us say we call Assembly I'm showing you documents, every single thing, and I'm pulling it from the documents I've already shown you. Senka uba based on argument, Nanka also dip one document to prove this one. Now, my mentor idea. You know why this girl is panting and screaming and backing? Now, what are we currently? Buankra Inland Port Project, this is shares a woman. This share distribution shall translate to the following proportion of the issued shares of the company. Right now, there are 3 shareholders. Ewa Buankra Inland Port Project to Emuno. AQL, Gabriella, Tetteh, the boyfriend na oprosona. San the boyfriend ko form your picture no. Or no, over 51%. Muntie. Ghana Port and Harbour, almost 39%. And GSE. Ghana Shippers Authority almost 10%. None of the now, when they were signing this document, right? AQL for no time Transport Minister instructing GPHA for say they should buy shares in a full quality. No, what happened was that in that same document, I made the go and search the document there. Instructee Ghana Port and Harbour say if jitum say obeton shares number 1 in 10 days they should pay how much? They should pay $33.3 million as shareholders. They are not the only shareholders. So we are 3. They should pay $33.3 million in 10 days. Now the Shippers Authority, now the question here is, when you go into the document and it's there, I've published it. editors a shareholders document and shareholders agreement. It is there. Me fa ba kukura free system. It is there. Now him there ya asem we mu nyina. Ma me chew ade bi. If you know the reason why this girl is screaming, you see the shares. Now, mami breaking it down. Now, ninya document. Go and read it. When dream and kofo we die. Now, NDC ni what who defending kwasi same way. Now, let me show you something. This is the breakdown of the shares. Now, a film quality, they are supposed to donate, and I said they are part of the share now. 51%. You know, they are supposed to pay $64.2 million. Muntie. And could you tell so no Jimmy no na the boy na bokro no na me exposing the boy no into ontiase and yan kenku nipa we NDC mu ne boy no behwe no kwase asem we no with you. So the film quality no their shares there 51%, they were supposed to bring $64.2 million. Gapo and Ghana Ports and Harbour, their shares na 39%. Omo beto ta shares na omo kan se omuntua de 49 almost shares no ordinary shares no na 49.14 million and anko say Ghana Port and Harbour etua almost share Ghana Port and Harbour mutua $33.93 million into share aka almost 39% aka almost the rest to pay. Now Ghana shippers almost na go so mutua saying 12.6 million. Now them there yaw asem we mu nyina. Now Ghana Ports and Harbour, out of the $49.1 million, no, almost $33.3 million. Unu be size can free. Na MPS Mahama Tema Harbour no dividend na MPS for Tiama Gapo no. Eno mu gina so say 10 days. Unim say afum quality for no. They are supposed to raise $64.2 million. They have paid only 80,000 Ghana, $80,000. The afum quality no. Omu contribution so far from timer contract we buy from SPV to our FUM to their treasures no omu tia only $80,000, only $80,000. They are the biggest shareholders in this deal. Na nka we nyanse ni kura babusa say okay me boy ni aden na wo kuta 51% no you have paid only $80,000. Now Ghana Port and Harbour no they have paid 33.3 million. Now as I sit here port no way and a railway line way. Why na kwaya evaluation ka say afum we mukrampo they deserve these shares. How much did they bring for somebody to allow say afum for we no we should give them 51%. They have paid only $80,000. 80,000. Mr. S, pool. Now the documents are there. Go and read it. Mr. S, the documents are there. My publishing in the day I did it. You go and see the shareholders agreement. It is so far no. The boyfriend the company no. Afum Quality Limited NPP for campaign no. 51% no. We tia Eastern Sanko also tia $68.2 million no. We tia only 80,000. Yenya Ghana Port for no. Etia $33.3 million. What wo? Edo utu fi catch them say Kevin Taylor. Now do you know one interesting thing about this girl's write-up? One interesting thing about the write-up and say or starting or can say Kofo and a starting Buankra Inland Port project no. Or we are not jumping straight to 2017. Ask yourself why. Munko ready sign the write-up review. NPP for the trauma no. Do you know why? She didn't even want to give credit to the NDC. Atamels John Mahama, what they did in between there. She did not even mention it. So she's basically communicating for NPP. Or starting our car Kofo and a starting Buankra Inland project. You know. From there, she didn't go 2010, 2011, no. She jumped the two NDC president and straight to 2017. This is your communicator. Central region for communicator ni. Communications officer. This deadly thing. So in her write-up, she could not have a space to credit her own party and her own government. She didn't. All that she was trying to do was that she has to project the NPP. Kofo did not start Buankra project. Buankra project, let me show you something. Come out. No, that's not it. Mr. S, I need the, yeah. No, this is the loan. I am trying to I want you to understand this thing very well. Buankra almost starting with Kumasi Fumesa. And I'm starting here. Later, no move say Fumesano because of some logistical issue. Binti Yankoya port no Buankra. That was JJ Rollins' time. Kumasi Fumesa. A Honananka also Buankra inland port in SC. But because something came up, they had to move it to the Buankra Ekrunum, a Honana Shippers Authority for Assassinada. So as we sit here, Ghana Port and Harbour, Mahama Harbour no could be no dividend to Mutuama Ghana Port and Harbour. Ken Furata, Transport Minister, they instructed Gapuha to come and buy shares by force. Oh, girl with boyfriend company mu, a firm company mu, and mu 10 days, $33.3 million. So a firm now 51%. Mumbusan say, send or contribute to $80,000. When you told us your bomb Kumuna, Ghana Hotoye, Mutuaka say, yet 1 year time will be. The documents are there. You people go and read the documents. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. But what we are doing, we want people to know the truth. And internet Juma Debiano near release document. Every time they release the document, because I don't want somebody to sit somewhere and say Kevin Taylor and the propaganda and defending Mahama. I don't do that. I use facts to defend John Mahama, and internet I'm convinced that John Mahama will also be the president. So that is it. That is why I'm convinced. Say I will say John Mahama be the Ghana. So, but these kinds of people, I want to me more NDC for. Say me was central region. Now say me central region. Me was central region. This girl, I'll call for a sack. Why? Why should she be my communications officer? On what basis? Even her own Facebook or her possible post NDC also. Thank you, Mr. S. Did you send me the Fumesa? Let me read this one to them. Thank you, Mr. S. I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it. Member so Bibeka said, Kevin Taylor can't send her on kind. Make chamo Buankrana estatu Fumesa o Kumasi. Let me read it to you. These are the facts. I did not make this story up. I don't hate anybody. Mental will be now. What you say? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this. It's not going through. Okay. Now this is the story. It was published in 2001. What does it say? It says the inland port project, which was originally sited at Fumesa, where Ghana Web, NMU, 2001, before it was all even moved to Buankra. Fumesa, Kumasi is to be relocated at Buankra, 30 kilometers from Kumasi on the Accra-Kumasi road. This is because the implementation of the project delayed for 7 years because of land litigation at Fumesa. The Ministry of Transport and Communications has therefore directed the Ghana Shippers Council, the agency that is relocated, the agency that relocated the project at Buankra. The project estimated to cost $10.3 million is expected to create as many as 1,000 jobs when completed. This is 2001. 10.3 million. I jump up do 33.3 million in 2022. Scanner away. Buankra project in away. So where is the money? 80,000 pen our boyfriend Utia. What are you telling me? I am going to allow the central region people to call. This is when also NDC. NDC communications wait. Now central region for let's not do politics with us. More central region. Do shame. I want people in the central region so frame. Majority of the things you have heard about John Mahama, ahana mutina na girl we are not mutino. More Cape Coast. More central region. I mean, people free. If you got majority of your information, how no crown but some no girl we were and then communicate to more central region. Mon can't tell me. Now for me we say girl we name information because she is your source of information. Say ahaso na munya some information na mama ntiasie say she cannot come because of a selfish interest to dilute the system. We are focused. We don't know things. We don't need things like this. Let me pick calls. Central Radio for 5 minutes. This is very important to me, guys. Yeah, Koko sharp for baby some useless girls being bedizing kwasasem and distracting for Central Region. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Beba chaka safrin. Hello.
Make us a fee. Yeah, hello.
Okay, safrin.
Make us a fee. Not.
This is your Central Regional Communications Officer. Hey, media minim the kind of communication at all your Central Region. But so far, I've done what I can do from here. Some be a Central Region for any 2020. I'm to buy a bob. So or no, and then call for an information. Let us know. Me, I don't have a problem. At the end of the day, the same thing is to get Mahama getting elected.
Oh, Brock, me catch you say, most of the facts, with the man, but this is an humble appeal. Say, what can you?
Let's go forward. When you're ready. Hello, caller. We are not appealing about. We are talking. There's nothing like appealing to Deng. Hello, caller. Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening. Okay, Safri.
Because of Elmina.
Pepacho, my Central Regional Communications Officer ni. When was the last time you heard her? Da ben eno beka jo Mahama ho asem ekire mu a mugidi a munim se nu timbe gina so ato aba.
I think Kevin, say nyende po work say oye communication director nka minimum. Me say o do okasama NDC, but na minimum say communication director for 60 hours.
Communications officer, sorry.
Officer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Communication communication Central Regional on na ye pinyin oda no.
Me nim process is ya okay. Me hu so okasa wa Pan African TV Saturdays or Taba Hopa. Into oba ho no ma odo okasa ma NDC all right, but ne dey na it say
concept
it one hard. I say friendly
concert communication. Yeah. Concert any friend CC no oba CC no yeah concert communication. Yeah.
Inti why say in the first place in Pono say ya kasama tie opponent. Why do you defend the opponent? And I'm no.
But I say, why do you defend your opponent? The facts are there. Hello, caller. This guy is supposed to go. Why you keep it there? Hello, caller.
Hello.
Bacha Kasafrin.
Central Region.
Bacha, communications officer ni. Give information amunye free no ho. A dear message no de mamo about party no.
One my message be the bia what Pan African okasa. The bia
now idea no can waka and the but on one central some cry. But say thank you very much. These are your own Central Region 4. Juma Mosman so could the NDC 4. She's not doing the job. There's nothing going down there. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Patrick Kasafrin. Yeah.
Me Kasafi short spot.
One communication NDC for one communications officer only.
Malamu woni dempo. Anya una de botto dumpa nka maintenance kada.
Na oya den wo nya message. Inti Mahama na asem no one obezi nkomo na akire won wana.
Apart from Kevin. Anya wo pa nka nyema bebre ho pa nka yent. Da.
Bigro fanti nyame sho. Kodo.
So nyawa kadamen samsama kodo nyamanyama nyina yente. Indami communication ya the way that madam ya the way. Malamu hu ne da maintenance kada.
I'm sure. Okay, Bigro fanti. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Okasafi, good evening.
Okasafi Cape Coast.
For communications, NDC for communications officer ni. When was the last time you heard her? Ejumano or Yamamo?
Oh, on yashi yantishi infino, the yetia, the who come as yetia, you say, Yanukran, no one yeti. Obia white same ping with the better communication officer.
Thank you very much. Yanko Enim Mementa Obiao, I try to do my job as much as I can. I don't know be any personal problem. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, Safri.
Kasafi Cape Coast.
Cape Coast. In summer Ekosua about NDC, but communications officer ni. When was the last time Obeka can some HH Cape Coast on radio or anything?
Kevin, we Obetna Pan African TV or Kasakura Yente.
Or Kasakura Monte. CC no ye concert communication. Yeah.
On cash you, everyone wants to watch me 10 year defend the opponent.
But I say thank you.
Thank
you very much. But I say, all right, that's it. Me for call to be a beam. Mwangasa NDC for no. You have heard it for yourself. More Central Regional Communications Officer. They don't even know her. They don't even know her. So you sit there in Accra. Mojin say you win Central Region. It's a swing state. Take the message there. Mojin TV to Accra and a sanko 4-way. NPP surrogates 4-way or Muno Busho to say Dako Farms on Kukono. You expect these people to send the message to the people. Namakuna votes. Yatane Jumanamo ye. Oh, it's a woman. This one they let it go. Let it go for the way. Let it go. Yabobi to Otechiman South because of this girl. Or Tiakra, or TV team, and on a afum, air champana, and Yokunko for Ghana. In the name they are trying to get John Mahama back to power. You are telling me to forget. Forget the nobody should text me anything. I am going to make it personal. The way she was personal, no? I'm going to make it personal. Me, my platform, I cherish it. I protect it with everything in me. I protect my integrity with me chill. And the majuma we gua obi ani ndisi mo behwe me. Into my integrity is important. I always protect it. Into my communications officer ni they said Rebecca into me be kwa to the wire. Yeah. All right, after this short break, we will continue the show.
Ekwecha me Tetteh na me baton fish. Ewo asafo market. Ya me be wan wo hwe me. Da bia no pa me so dia wo yem tema me. Awia ne ama me eto afufu awime so ne asebo me. Efiri se dum so ba me ba no fish adaka duasa ne akoto agu kwa. Eti na me ba no wonya sika ma me na me de didi. Efira no pa me ba me ni di yo. Eno ani bodo se hwan. Ana me du han ma to bi di. Me ba nya sika ma me wo boss ante. Se di adwuma no nya dum so yi. Abrowa de me na ye nyira firi dum so. Me ti asi me de me sum ho. Ne mu ya anta me da fom birim. Mama adai adiani aye maya wa abrowa ti ma me wonte se me a. Mama mi huna mani sei. Me tell me we demonstration na me kon ma kwa kama sam to a kire mama. No hu me mabo na dum se wonya na me be timi tan fish wonya sika matari ani adi ana ma ba bibia na be say NDC for na say NPP for say na ndi wo mama NPP for no ne tan ekura nyina ya NPP de wa mo beka ana nkrofo yodi ani ekura nyina NPP me bati yesi baby di etobo engomo di anuma ko bu agu ni pa akura mu bugu ya wade wa aboa what wona ne dai obi abu agu wonya demonstration bibi a musi MPP for na ye say ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene ya fe mu nsore so ndi mama so ntimi a wonya bone eno ase me na me ka ye so me boa no wonya amade obetimi betena ho no wo hwe na mere wa ye mobo
Ekwecha on the mic yo Ekwecha a very good communicator. Okanyoma miensa onye smart ahu Sodom and Gomorrah Dumso and Osako hardship Ekwecha ye NPP communicator mamu underestimate his uncle for you mummy go straight dey take care of calculation and
a for channel a share video we also PENDREAM TV mpacho wa hwe wi adwunche bia wo fa video yi no ho bia no send man e wo 0277128777 0277128777 WhatsApp number no send your voice ne bra na bebo magana for nyina ate wonka
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV